What if the most feared man in America never got caught, and Chicago stayed a gangster paradise forever? Imagine this. It's 2026. You walk down the streets of Chicago, and the outfit still runs the city in broad daylight. Politicians answer to mob bosses. Cops take their cut. Nightclubs pay protection money. And the name Al Capone isn't just history, it's still living power. Al Capone was sentenced in 1931 for tax evasion. But what if he never went to prison? What if the man who built a criminal empire worth hundreds of millions in today's money had stayed free for another 20 to 30 years? At his peak in the late 1920s, Capone controlled bootlegging, gambling, prostitution, and extortion across Chicago. He wasn't just a gangster. He was a businessman who influenced elections, owned judges, and had police on his payroll. During Prohibition, his operations generated massive profits that funded deep political corruption. Historians still debate this what-if scenario. Some believe that if Capone had avoided prison, the Chicago outfit could have expanded into a truly national empire much faster. They might have reached cities like New York, Las Vegas, and Los Angeles with stronger political protection. Organized crime could have become even more embedded in American institutions, unions, local governments, and even national politics. Others argue the opposite. Capone's flashy, arrogant lifestyle made him a perfect target. His very public image helped the federal government create the FBI's modern crime-fighting tools. Without his dramatic downfall, law enforcement modernization might have been delayed by years. The mob could have continued operating openly into the 1950s and 1960s, slowing down America's fight against organized crime. Interestingly, Capone's imprisonment actually helped the next generation of mobsters. After he was gone, leaders like Sam Giancana and Tony Accardo made the outfit more sophisticated, corporate, and invisible. They moved money into legitimate businesses, invested in Hollywood, and controlled labor unions. The empire didn't die, it evolved. Now, picture a different timeline. A Chicago where the mob still holds real power in the 1970s. Would the city have suffered even more violence during the civil rights era? Would political scandals like those in the 1980s have been worse? Could today's challenges with street gangs and violence in certain neighborhoods be partly connected to foundations laid during an unbroken Capone-era empire? The story of Al Capone is much bigger than one man. It's about the fragile line between law and corruption, the power of money in politics, and how a single decision or mistake can shape an entire city's destiny for decades. Even in 2026, Chicago continues to battle organized crime and violence. Many historians and true crime experts wonder how different the city would look if the original Scarface had never been taken down. This isn't just alternate history. It's a reflection of how power, ambition, and unchecked influence still operate in our world today. What do you think? Would Chicago still be under strong mob control today if Al Capone had never gone to prison? Would America's fight against organized crime have been completely different? Drop your best take in the comments, backhand index pointing down. Let's have a real historical discussion.